Hello everyone, Anna here. Today I'm going to make a Pokemon Wild Fury again. So if you don't like stuff like that, click away or else stay. And I'm going to make the video today because tomorrow and in the weekend I'm not going to make any videos. So if you're ready, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I've been thinking about the eclipse idea and the fusions idea and Olympia and Lysander being fused with the Pokemon, and it actually makes more and more sense because I think that Olympia could be a sphinx. Now that is in Greek lore, and we have seen that there's been a lot of Greek things, mythical things, and stuff like that, and hinting to a lion and some winged creature being fused together. So I actually feel like a sphinx for Olympia could be the next fusion idea. And now for Lysander, I think that a matecore would be a very nice representation for him if he is born again. The first manticores was actually a man, a lion, and a scorpion. So I actually feel like there's some possibility with this. Just instead of a scorpion, it's going to be the bat. So the Sergalio and the Lunario, or what it's called, the two legendaries, is going to fuse and choose one of the Pokemon trainers. Now Olympia is still alive, I guess. So I do feel like she is going to offer up herself or something to uphold balance or stop the eclipse or something. And of course with Lysander we're going to revive him and we're going to make him to a manticore. And yeah, I know it's a really wild theory, but I've been thinking about the summoning circles. I don't think it's a very good idea to mixture alchemy into Pokemon, because who isn't to say that we're not going to summoning stuff that is really, really bad. And I was also thinking about Lily and some of the culture in Hawaiian culture haven't always been that I will say clean, to be nice. I know that they have gone a long way, but there have been some Mayan culture mixed into the Hawaiian culture, with offering young males or females to the sun god. I don't feel like Hawaii is doing this anymore, or they don't have this religion anymore. I just saw pictures of people from Hawaiian giving food and honoring their dead and stuff like that. So I don't feel like they have this anymore. But back in the days, it was actually stuff like this. But I don't feel like this is going to come into the Pokemon games. I do feel like the fusion with the Lysander can be a Manticore and Olympia can be the Sphinx is something that is highly possible, and it would also make sense of it coming together, fused together, being something completely new and interesting. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I really do feel like the summoning circles could also be a way to summon yeah, I'm sorry to say, but summoning Satan, the Manticore and the other stuff is also representing of that, evil entities, evil stuff, and into fire and evil things. And Satan himself is actually a goat with wings in a man's body. I know that he's not a lion, but it could be changed So for the games, I don't feel like they're going to go that route though. I'm more believing in the Sphinx possibility and the Manticore possibility. So we will see that. But actually, one of the first fallen stuff was lion that became winged. It fell, there was an old tale about a man falling to the ground and becoming a manticore and stuff like that. And there's also the representation of a sphinx being seductive to a man. I'm going to show it here. And we have seen and heard, tales about sphinxes through time. And I really do feel like it could also be Olympia and, him falling in love actually when they're turned into their opposing selves, or how to say that. I definitely feel like the Sphinx and the Manticore has a great possibility to happen in the Pokemon game and during the eclipse of the game, because we all know it's going to happen, and a mixture of Greek mythology and I don't know where Manticores comes from, but I really do feel like it could be a very nice representation of the two colliding with each other, Lysander and Olympia colliding with each other. Maybe Lysander is the one falling in love with Olympia after coming back to life and realizing that he don't want to fight and stuff like that anymore. I also feel like the phoenix is represented in the new stuff with the fire and the Uhhooo and Lugia and all of the fire stuff with the lion, of course. And I actually do believe in the things that people have found about, the lion eating the bird and the sun and the moon inside of it. But what if they were not eating each other? What if they were, fusing together or falling in love with each other or something to create a new game, create a new, Pokemon game for us to play. And the alchemy could actually help us in that sort of a sense. That would also explain why Lily is running around with the revives and the other person has the other crystal. What if, it was supposed to happen that Lily is offering herself up or some of her Pokemon and, to revive Lysander or to give Olympia the dream of hers to become a Pokemon. She almost says this outright, that she wants to almost become a Pokemon, and I must admit that they look like the legendary Pokemon, so I really do feel like there's going to be something with Lysander coming back to life being a Manticore, and Olympia coming back to life being a Sphinx. But let me know in the comments down below if you feel like I'm all the way out there with the alchemy and Pokemon and stuff like that. And I also found this very interesting picture of a dragon that is also used in Hawaiian lore. I do feel like it's maybe an Indonesian dragon, but I'm not quite sure. I found all of the pictures on Google, and I will still say that I warned you in the start that I found the pictures from Google, and I will still be very glad if you give the copyright and the respect to the pictures that it deserves. because it's actually really hard not to use, pictures from Google and stuff like that if you're going to make videos about Pokemon and videos about religion. So yeah, I don't feel like the other fusion anymore, or maybe that could also happen. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and your family and friends. And that was actually all. Yeah, okay, bye.